letting us meet new people, like Reverend F.D. Reese, who was the man who planned the original March of Selma. And so that was a great experience for me because I actually got to shake this man's hand, like a man that was in history. Went down with the expectation that me and the rest of the girls would be a light for the people there, and we were going to serve them. But in reality, God's light shone through them to us, and they're the ones who served us.
Advocate for justice in whatever field we are. And I really got a different understanding of what is serving God. I was really glad to hear my peers talk about it because it helped me see that I wasn't the only one searching for that serving. And that serving God doesn't mean only going to church or reading the Bible or praising God. No, it means being yourself. And I loved Sister Teresa's speech yesterday because it affirms what I learned. That embracing who you are, your talents, the gifts that God has given you, that is, in a way, service. It is, in a way, serving your community. Because if you can't love yourself, you can't love no one else.
Are living in poverty in the U.S. And we're supposed to be the greatest nation. How can this be? How can this be that people are living in poverty? And everybody understand that poverty comes in different levels. Just because you have a home doesn't mean you have electricity. Doesn't mean you have a home, doesn't mean you have food. Some people don't have none of that. And in the United States, a lot of people are missing the little necessity they need to keep their homes up, especially homeowners.
They were our age when they were making things happen. They were our age when they were moving people and moving forces. And it's our turn. And I'm on fire. Like I'm on fire. I'm literally on fire to do what I have to do. And I just know that through this experience, all of us were able to figure out what we wanted to do in our careers. And I know before I went on this trip, that's something I was battling with. What exactly did I want to do? Through psychology. So I received confirmation, and I received just a reassurance that no matter what happens or no matter what I go through, I can pass through it. You know, I can never fear anything. You know, we met men and women who stared fear directly in the eye, who had something literally to be scared to death of. And Mr. Fulford talked about when he was running from the Ku Klux Klan. And the first night we were there, and I was just so shocked, like, wow.
It was hot, and we had to walk and pick up trash, and there was times where I was like, I can't. And the rest of the group was like, come on, we're going. And then this one time, we were walking, and we were picking up the trash. And this lady, she was sitting on her porch and she was just looking at us like she wanted us to come back, but we didn't really know. So we stopped and they was like, we should go back and talk to her after she shut her door and everything. And I was thinking, I really just want to pick up this trash and head back because I'm hot and I'm thirsty. And they were like, no, let's go back. So I was like, okay. So we went back and we knocked on her door and she came out and she was so excited to see us. And they were so thankful and appreciative for what we were doing there in Selma and why we were there. And she was so happy to see us. She took pictures with us and she was just so thankful for us being there. And like they said, we thought that, we were coming there to be of service to them, but they really was of service to us. When we left her porch, I wasn't tired anymore. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to finish what we came there to do.
I'm so grateful that I have been selected for this trip and to establish these bonds with these Trinity women. It has, like, words can't even explain how this trip has impacted me as a person and just my overall experience at Trinity. And I just hope next year, whoever wants to come, please attend, please apply. But, I'm done. Right.
At the same time, we had serious reflections about things that are going on in the world, especially with our generation. And at times where maybe we might not have shared the same beliefs, we all came to understand one another and respect and try to learn from one another. And that meant so much to me. And I'm very, very thankful and honored to have had this experience, especially with these women. The last thing I want to share, while we were in this small museum, Brenna came across a photo and on this photo there was a quote by a doctor. And the quote says, if you want 100% improvement, try improving 100 things by 1%. I think we all need to remember why it is that we have to share our small gifts with others every day and see Christ in and through everyone and share love. Thank you.
But I'm meant to be a servant to the people. The people were also servants to us. We received the acts of charity and service from Mr. David Forford, a man who opened up his house and his heart for the 1 week that we were in summer. We performed the act of charity by helping the men and women repainting and cleaning their houses. We gave them shelter, but they gave us hope and inspiration. The laughter and smile we put on each person's face that we encountered inspired us to continue doing service. Social justice was experienced in summer by the young women and men working on various tasks related to issues of poverty and inequality in the Selma community.